Hi, today we're going to take a look at the first shotgun microphones from Rycote. So let's see what they're all about. Today we'll be taking a look at two shotgun mics that we have been using for several weeks now from a company that has a great reputation in the audio industry but until now never developed its own mics. Rycote has been part of the audio industry for over 50 years, developing generations of wind, shock, and handling protection for microphones used by professionals all over the world. We recently had a chance to talk to John House, head of marketing at Rycote, and he gave us some interesting insights into the company's new venture into the professional shotgun microphone segment. Apparently, making a Rycote shotgun microphone specific for one of the company's windshield kits has been an idea floating around Rycote for quite some time. According to House, Simon Davis, Rycote's CEO, envisioned making such a microphone, but only if it would be worthy of the Rycote name. There were two main reasons House mentioned about why the shotgun mic project happened now. First, the company started to get more feedback from their customers who needed a large number of quality mics and windshield kits at a reasonable price. The second reason was more internal as the company began to build a bigger engineering team with upgraded testing equipment inside Rycote. This was initially to support the company's windshield kit and shock mounting projects, but it also gave Rycote new capabilities and resources for developing microphones. Talking to House, it seems that Rycote is extremely confident that its two new HC shotgun mics are going to compete favorably with some of the best professional shotgun mics at the $1,000 category. According to House, both mics were designed with a variety of use cases in mind, including scripted film, ENG, documentary, Foley, sound design, as well as live broadcast. We also wanted to know if the new mic business is going to affect the company's long history of cooperation with other microphone manufacturers. House stated that Rycote still considers itself primarily a microphone, windshield, shock mount, and accessories company, and these will keep being their core products. They also plan to continue working with other audio companies in the future, so new mics are not going to change Rycote's core strategy. The HC-22 is the longer of the two mics, measuring around 22 centimeters or 9 inches long, which is a little shorter than the other full-size shotgun mics that we have here in the studio. The HC-15 is the shorter variant, measuring just over 15 centimeters or 6 inches long. Both mics have dark coating and the back part is made from brass with the front made from aluminum for better balancing and low overall weight. Both mics use gold-plated Neutrik XLR connectors and seem to connect better than any other mic we use to our Mogami cables with nice reassuring click. Both also require 48-volt phantom power in order to operate. Each mic comes in a really lovely case, reminiscent of a luxury pen case, although for some reason Rycote decided that you will need to purchase the foam cover for each mic separately. Rycote claims that it designed the mics to protect against different sources of radio frequency interferences, something that we shall test later on in this review. Both mics use a hypercardioid polar pattern with a frequency of 50 Hz to 20,000 Hz and a maximum SPL of 133 decibels. We performed several tests in our studio looking at things which are relevant to our work, which is mostly dialogue driven. We might do more tests outdoors on a later date if we ever get one of Rycote's NanoShield windshields. Let's see if this mic can pick up something from the subscribe button. The first test that we have done was to look at the polar pattern of both mics and how it influences the rejection at different angles and different distances. Next, we looked at noise level. The official Rycote specs claims both mics have a noise level of only 8.5 decibels, where typically anything below 10 decibels is considered extremely good. We performed a more practical test recording a short voice segment with some silence into our Mix-Pre 3 with both mics. We then imported the tracks into Isotope 9 and normalized the tracks to -23 decibels and looked at the max RMS levels of the silent parts. Our best results were around minus 60 decibels, which is decent, but our colleague Curtis Judd, who performed a similar test, got a significantly better result of minus 68 decibels, possibly in a quieter room. We also did a test for RF interference. We tested with an active voice call extremely close to both mics and got no interference. Finally, we looked at handling noise, and both mics seem to be pretty sensitive to handling noise, so keep this in mind and make sure that you're using a quality shock mount, good cable management, and applying correct working practices. We recorded a short sample audio using both the HC-15 and HC-22 connected to a mix pre, which you can listen to right now. Leonardo da Vinci excelled as a painter, sculptor, architect, and engineer. Marvel at the astounding artistic achievements of one of the greatest figures in history. We also had a chance to record a short instrumental track. Finally, we did some Foley recording just to test the mic with something which isn't music or voice. So let's conclude. From our perspective, the Rycote HC-15 and HC-22 are impressive high-quality professional mics. They're probably even more impressive coming from a company that has never produced a mic before, although not surprising considering how much experience Rycote has in the professional audio market. Both mics are pretty much identical aside from the length, which is directly connected to their polar pattern, which makes the HC-22 more focused compared to the HC-15, so choosing between the two boils down to how narrow you want your pickup to be. Both are lightweight and easy to work with and balanced, they are well built and have good RF rejection, but most importantly, they produce clean and extremely detailed sound. The only negative that we could find is that the handling noise on both mics was higher than other mics that we own, but that might be a price you have to pay for such sensitive mics. These are not inexpensive mics, however, compared to some of the other mics in the category, which are closer to $1,000 or even more, their price could actually be considered affordable for their intended target audience.
So, are these mics for everybody? No, of course not. The law of diminishing returns certainly works for professional mics, and for every jump in price range, the best mic that you can get for your money will give you just ever so slightly better audio quality.
However, for professionals who can hear the difference, both the new Rycote mics are good bang for the buck and are certainly going to be our go-to mics for studio work for the foreseeable future. As for pricing, the Rycote HC-15 sells for $780 and the HC-22 sells for $800. Just don't forget to order the foam cover separately.
So that was our look at the Rycote HC-15 and 22, which we are using to record this video. You can check out the full review on LensVid.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to find more videos just like this. See you next time.